Hey everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 5. So, let's continue where we left off, and we're about to turn this war around and go on the offensive. We'll take Innsbruck first, and then go directly for Vienna. And then we'll see. Shouldn't be too hard, but I need to move at least a few units to Addis Ababa, in case Ethiopia declares war on me, which is definitely a possibility. They are gathering some units at the border. We will get an artillery in 2 turns, so we can upgrade that to rocket artillery. I can always rebase some bombers. We should be fine. And I queued up a castle. Oh yeah, right, we can still get some trades with Venice. I almost forgot Venice is actually in this game. And they have pretty decent income. Okay, Ethiopia just denounced us, which means they shouldn't be declaring war right now. But they were thinking about it. Right, let's get a few trades with Venice. They actually got 56 gold per turn. That's not bad. They should give us 6 gold per turn for a luxury. Yep. Will they buy any strategic luxuries? Strategic resources? Possibly. Let's have a look. We can always try. Not horses. Nope, I guess not. What about coal? Yeah, they would buy some coal. I suppose I can sell it, because why the heck not? It's not like I need 20 coal for anything at all. And we can use some gold. Okay. Good enough. Anything else we can sell? This is fine. We can actually trade embassies. Alright, looks good. Back to our war. We got a promotion. That's going to be logistics. Nice. We got so many bombers with logistics now. That's awesome. And we'll get 2 great scientists in 5 turns from Hubble Space Telescope. I don't think it will be enough to get stealth, but actually it might be. They should be worth around 14,000–15,000 science. Either we'll get stealth or we will be very, very close. And with stealth bombers, we're just going to wreck Austria and Ethiopia if they declare war. Yeah, I'm not worried about Ethiopia at all if we get stealth bombers. They won't stand a chance. Alright, let's get rid of these guys. I don't want them here, that's for sure. Okay, down you go. And Medina. I will take Medina. I think I'll just wipe out Arabia completely. At least that way we won't have to worry about them. Yep, I like that plan. And we have more than enough happiness to sustain 2 more cities with no problems whatsoever. Kill this guy. And I can actually rebase. Let's just rebase to Tortuga. Yep, that's fine. And more artillery. This guy can stay where he is. In Tortuga. Berlin. Kill that guy. Or maybe not. We can kill him on the next turn. I think that submarine is inside the city. Well, we'll wait for it to move towards us. We can move into the city with the battleship. And move the Great General to Berlin. Just to get that bonus. And back to Linz. Let's see, what can we do? We need to back up with the infantry. Let's do some damage to that anti-aircraft gun. We'll use air sweep first. Maybe do some damage with rocket artillery. Can we reach these infantry dots to the north? Yes, we can, just barely. Okay. We can attack anti-aircraft gun with rocket artillery then. There's no huge rush to attack Innsbruck. We can wait a bit. Okay, back up with infantry. And now we can do some damage to these guys. What's that air unit? Just a bomber. Right, they actually have proper bombers now. It's not going to help them, I'm just saying. It's not going to help them at all. Especially just 1 bomber. And yeah, we can use the battleship. Hit that infantry. I don't think we can peace out with Russia yet. Nope. I could just take Moscow if I wanted to. It wouldn't be very hard. All I have to do is move across with artillery and then send a melee unit. Yeah, so we could send a tank. That would be more than enough. We could also send a paratrooper. I think I'll take Moscow because I can. And we'll need it eventually anyway. Might as well take it now. Since I plan taking Innsbruck, we'll have 3 cities right next to each other. And kill the general, and then we can back up. Don't have to stay in city bombardment range. if it's not necessary. So, more damage. What can we do? We can start attacking the city? No, not quite. We can move towards the city. No, we can attack the city, like this. That works. And we can also do it with this guy. And we could swap these units around a bit. Yeah, sure. We can attack with rocket artillery right here on the next turn. I think we can just take Innsbruck on the next turn. I'm pretty sure we can. 99% sure. Okay, fortify. And we still got a few bombers we can use. I don't necessarily want to attack these anti-aircraft guns though. Might be a better idea to rebase to Linz. Because that might be helpful to kill any melee units behind Innsbruck. Speaking of melee units behind Innsbruck. Yep, that guy. We can kill that. Okay, good. And one more bomber. We got some machine gun on the left. I guess we can attack him. Or we can kill that Russian infantry to the east. That also works. And we should move in. Because we will be taking the city on the next turn. Yep. Unless I decide not to for whatever reason. So, fortify until healed. Let's just move into the city or something. To avoid taking damage. And repair a few more tiles. Any roads we might want to remove? No, if anything, I'll need to connect Medina if I plan to take it. And I do plan to take it. Actually, yeah, we should remove a few roads. Like these. They are not necessary. As for the battleship, it can hang in this general area. Yep, sounds good to me. And these guys, we got quite a few railroad sections to remove. These are not necessary for anything. Remove. And remove this one. No need to pay maintenance for them. The castle will be done in 2 turns, so hopefully Ethiopia won't declare war on us. They just denounced us, so I'm pretty sure they won't declare war. What often happens is that the AI either declares war on you, or if they don't feel like they are strong enough to attack you, they denounce you instead. If my army was weaker, they would have declared war, most likely. That's almost definitely what would have happened. Okay, let's do something like this. And kill that artillery. Alright, and back to Linz. Let's see. There are a few melee units behind Innsbruck. Can we kill them all? Mostly the tank. And this guy in the front. We can probably kill them. How's our range? Yeah, I think we can kill them with the bombers. The bombers from Nassau, or the one bomber from Nassau, can reach the infantry. Down he goes. And we can do some damage to Innsbruck. Let's take cover. Yeah, cover 1. Just to reduce the damage. I could always just take the city on the next turn. We don't have to do it immediately right now. Nothing will happen if we wait one more turn. It might be worth waiting one more turn. Meanwhile, we got more Russian units to kill. Like so. And logistics for another bomber. Nice. And accuracy 3. Let's do some damage to Medina. We can just take Medina right now. Yep, let's do that. Create puppet. I'll just keep the city permanently puppeted. There's no need to annex it. And we'll go for Baghdad. Just to eliminate Arabia entirely. Move out of the city just in case. And repair. And we'll have to connect Medina with a railroad. Fortify until healed. No targets for the submarines. You guys can just chill around here. So, what about Innsbruck? Take it or wait one more turn? I think I would prefer to wait one more turn. Maybe? Let's see if we can get rid of that tank. Surely we can. Yeah, easily. Especially with logistics on most of our bombers. That's going to be evasion. Or we could go for +2 operational range. Nah, let's go for evasion. So that guy is down. Yep, let's take Innsbruck. I don't see any more melee units. Unless they have a tank or something, but... that's okay, we have more melee units in the area. We got 2 paratroopers. We can always just take the city again, if it's necessary. Wait, can we actually do enough damage? Yes, we can. Just barely, actually. Might want to use a bomber. There. Now this is enough. And cover 2. Alright, Innsbruck is ours. Anything interesting in the city? Nope, no wonders, but we saved a lot of good buildings. We actually saved the research lab. That's nice. Okay, and that's that. I don't see any melee units in range, unless they have a tank inside the fog of war or something similar. We'll kill the machine gun. Like so. And one more, yep. You will fortify until healed. Not much I can do with the workers. Not really. We can send them elsewhere. As for the battleship, I could attack Hanoi, I guess. Oh, submarine, right. Okay, hi. Fancy seeing you here. Can we get rid of that submarine? I'm not sure about that. I don't think so? No, I don't think so. Let's move away from it. But it's good to know that it's there. There's the artillery. Barrage or accuracy. There's a lot of open terrain around Addis Ababa. I think I prefer accuracy. And we'll upgrade it to rocket artillery right away. We still got almost 30 aluminum. I can get as many rocket artillery units as I like. Remove these roads. They aren't needed. And kill some more Russian units. So, let's move across with that rocket artillery. Just need to escort it. And taking Moscow should be pretty easy. I can actually do it with the tank or something. And we can capture the worker, in case we'll need one, to repair some improvements, build some roads. And let's keep pushing towards Vienna. That's our next target, Vienna. And then we'll peace out. Because, you know, I still expect Ethiopia to declare war at some point. They might not actually do it, but it's a real possibility. Okay. And that's that. We still got one bomber, and these guys are actually in range. We can attack. We can actually kill one anti-aircraft gun. Looks good. And how's that Hubble? 4 more turns. As for the jet fighters, keep them where they are for now. I don't want to rebase units to Innsbruck just yet. Need to make 100% sure that it's safe. Yep, looks good. We still got 40 happiness. Are we getting any ideology pressure anymore? Yeah, we got dissidents. It's much better though. I still had civil resistance recently. No one can really win culture victory because both Austria and Ethiopia have huge culture polls. They might be above 100,000 culture by now. So they are incapable of getting culture victory because of that. Especially after I take Vienna. Austria is getting a lot of tourism from Vienna. And we got another promotion. That's going to be evasion again. Looks like Innsbruck is safe. Just got a few melee units incoming. But we can handle them just fine. Alright. And Moscow, right. I still want Moscow. It might take a little bit of time, but we can start attacking it with the battleship. Well, I'd rather keep killing the units that they are throwing at us. And bomber. I think I have to rebase that bomber. He was supposed to help Addis Ababa, but it doesn't look like Ethiopia will actually declare war. Yeah, let's just rebase it to Innsbruck. That makes me a little bit nervous still. It's better to rebase it to Nassau. That's going to be much safer. Not as many units in range. In fact, I don't really have any units in range. Let's go find that submarine. There it is. So that's something we can use the bomber against. And we can get rid of that submarine. Nice one. Okay, and back to Vienna. Let's push towards Vienna. This will be a rather one-sided war at this point. I mean, it was a one-sided war all along, but at least they were trying to take Linz for a while. They were throwing a lot of units at us, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't anywhere near enough. So, kill that anti-aircraft gun. We'll just use the bombers. Like so. Down it goes. And we got more targets. There's one artillery outside of the city. And we can also kill the Great General. Definitely worth doing. And anti-tank gun. Yep. And Vienna looks quite defenseless at this point. Let's move in. And we can do some damage on the next turn. It won't take long. I give it 3, maybe 4 turns max. And it should be ours after that. Yep. I'm sure they don't have many more units to throw at us. They might send a few more, but not many. What's this going to be? Drill 3? Let's get... Now I picked up Sentry. That's not necessarily what I wanted. It's fine. +1 population. Which worker is that? No, not that one. Keep that machine gun inside the city. And might as well upgrade the artillery. We got over 3000 gold. Do we have any more artillery units? We should just upgrade all of them at this point. Nope, looks like that was the last one. Okay, carry on then. Go remove these silly roads. No need to pay maintenance for them, especially when we're in the negatives. So factory is next, and I think I'll queue up an arsenal. Or we could get an airport. That way I could airlift units directly to Addis Ababa. But we'll finish the monument too. Monument, factory, and then the airport. That sounds good to me. And we can go directly for Baghdad now. 2 rocket artillery units and a tank should be enough to take the city. And I think our turn is done. Yep, looks like it's done. Fortify all of these guys. You can stay inside Innsbruck. I don't see any units that could possibly recapture it. Alright, next. These are some really damn long turns. But that's to be expected when we're fighting so many units. And 3 different AIs at the same time. Okay, -1 gold only, good. And what's this? Oh, a settler. Really? Arabian settler? Where are you going? He can't start any cities around here, can he? No, I'll kill him long before he gets anywhere. So, Baghdad. Yes, Arabia, you're going to need cities. Because you're about to lose your only one. Okay, maybe moving to the front with that tank wasn't a brilliant idea. The stupid bazooka is blocking the way. Wait, we are at war with Kathmandu. Yeah, we are. That's a bit of a problem, actually. I totally didn't realize I'm at war with Kathmandu. Can we just peace out with Arabia? Oh. No? Okay, whatever. I guess I'll just have to kill these units. I was totally ignoring that city-state. Well, we'll just have to kill them. I suppose it's fine. We can send the machine gun. And production, that's Linz. Recruiting units would take a little bit too long here. We can get some basic buildings. Okay, Vienna. We got a few units to kill first. So let's get started. Russian artillery to the north. You're not going anywhere. I still want to start attacking Moscow, but we got a few more units to kill. You can go repair to Tortuga. And we should bring that admiral or something. These infantry units are quite resistant. Okay, kill the tank. We can use some bombers. Really? 1 health? Come on now. Finish him off with a jet fighter. We can start attacking the city. It won't take long to take it. Yep, it's taking tons of damage. from rocket artillery. Let's move in with a few more. This guy has +1 range. We just need to be one tile closer. So get this silly machine gun out of the way. I can just pillage this to heal it. Move in like so, and move in. Alright. Looking good. We can just move closer to have some melee units. Yep. And protect the great generals. This guy can't do much right now. Not really, no. Okay, looks good. Still got the bomber, but no real targets. I'm running out of targets for the bombers. I mean, I can always attack the city itself, I suppose. And we might as well do that. That's always a little bit of experience. Can we actually take the city on the next turn? With all these bombers, we might be able to. Let's move a little bit closer with the tank. We can just stand right next to the city. Yeah, sure, might as well do that. I think we can take it on the next turn. I'm 99% sure. Remove these roads. As for the battleship, we can go repair it. Yep, looks good. We're done with this turn. Almost. Still got a few bombers. Let's just attack something for experience. They can still get a few useful promotions. Down you go. And we can rebase one jet fighter towards Ethiopia, you know, just in case they actually declare war. It's possible, I expect it. They might not do it, but I need to be ready for that. So, that's a lot of tiles we need to repair. And we still have to take Moscow. Oh yeah, we can rebase to Tortuga and attack Moscow from Tortuga. That's not a bad idea. Fortify until healed. So many units. But we're done. So, are we fine? Near Baghdad? Yeah, we are fine. We took some damage. Yep, we are okay. The tank took a little bit of damage. Wait, what's that? Paratrooper, really? Oh, that's a city-state paratrooper. Alright. Thanks. That's my city-state. It's actually helping us. So, I guess we have to kill these guys. It's kind of annoying. Or I can attack the city from the north. That's going to be much better. I don't want to bother with Kathmandu. Yeah, it's not worth the time. We'll just attack from the north. It's okay. And back up with the tank. Yep, we'll attack from the north. Remove the roads. And city bombardment. I'm trying to go through these turns as fast as possible, but they are still going to take quite a lot of time. That's unavoidable. And air repair on the jet fighter, nice. And Vienna. I almost lost that tank. Will Austria actually talk by now? No. But I'm pretty sure I could take Vienna right now. I think? If I don't, I will lose the tank, probably. So if we can take it, I think we should. Question is, can we? Let's pick up volley, just to maximize damage. I think, yeah, we can take it. Question is, can we also kill the melee units around it? Or I can recapture it with another unit. We do have quite a lot of bombers in range. Let's see. Well, there are 3 melee units in range. I'm not sure about this. And I can't reach them with rocket artillery. Actually, I kind of can. No, I can't. Well, I can take one shot. We can kill that infantry because that's a one-tile lake. That was the best move in this situation. Alright, let's do some damage to Vienna. I just want to take Vienna right now. So let's do it. We'll still have a few more shots left. But I need to reduce Vienna to nothing. There, and it's ours. Great puppet. And let's maybe move the great works out of the city. In case we lose it. Where's Vienna? Right here. So move these things. I can probably get another +1 or +2 bonus. Yeah, +1 will do. I don't really want to bother micromanaging all these great works. We have a lot of great works. And I'm not going for culture victory, so... Okay, move these things out of Vienna. If only because we won't be getting any benefit from them while Vienna is in resistance now. They won't peace out, will they? No, not yet. Which means I have to kill these melee units. If possible. I'm not sure if we have enough damage. We'll find out. If not, I'll just retake the city. And let's start doing damage to Moscow. Oh, still artillery in range. Alright, not anymore. And we can attack Moscow once, if only for experience. So let's see, how much more damage do we have? That bomber can't reach these units. Actually, yeah, he can reach the tank, nice. I didn't think he will. Good, one tank down. We just have to kill the other tank. Yeah, I think we have enough damage to do that. Yeah, we have enough damage. Right? I can finish it off with mobile Sam. There we go, it's down. They cannot retake Vienna. Unless they have some tank, like inside Salzburg or whatever. The machine gun obviously can't capture the city. That's not a melee unit. We'll move a bit closer. We can capture the worker. We can block the way to Innsbruck. And that's that. That was pretty good. Jet fighter. I think I'll keep air units here. This city is going to be safer than Addis Ababa. Ethiopia is still gathering units around here. They are definitely planning something. Yeah, we need to rebase these air units. They are definitely planning something, I can tell as much. Need to rebase a few units there. Where are the airports? We got an airport in Adrianople, so we can rebase the rocket artillery. I don't think we need it in Berlin anymore. We should be able to peace out with Austria in a few turns. Yep. And is there an airport somewhere around here? Mecca will get an airport. I still want Baghdad, but not sure if I want to bother when I expect Ethiopia to declare war. Probably not. I kind of hope they won't declare war, but I need to be ready. I don't think I can get them to attack anyone. That seems unlikely. They don't exactly like me. Declare war. No, I can't get them to declare war. Alright. We'll just fight them if they declare war. Does Vienna have an airport? No. Yes, it does. We can rebase from Vienna then. Okay, that's perfect. Just need to move closer. Can't quite do it on this turn. Yeah, but I can send enough reinforcements. Not directly to Addis Ababa. Or does it have an airport? No. But we can send it to the other city. And even if Ethiopia declares war on the next turn, we should be able to handle it just fine. Rebase another jet fighter. I just need to be next to Vienna, like so. Not on the lake, preferably. Yep, I can move like this. Looks good. And we will airlift on the next turn. Our war with Austria is pretty much done at this point. We just need to peace out. I'll still need Venice, but taking Venice will be a formality. We can always do it later. They actually have an atomic bomb, alright. Well, let's see if they are going to use it. Ethiopia didn't declare war. But they are definitely gathering units. We should expect war with them at some point. There's the Hubble Space Telescope, which means we should be able to get stealth. What can we get after that? What's this tech? Okay, what's this? Geofront. Defense. Oh, that's a defensive building. Yep, that's just the next step after a military base. And it also requires a bomb shelter. Plus 6 food. Adds 1 food for each hydroponics dome worked by the city. requires an aqueduct, and there's the hydroponics dome. So that's basically a crap ton of food, and also a little bit of happiness. Plus 4 food from that, and plus 1 food for each of these improvements, and plus 6 food for the building itself. Okay, that's a lot of food. I don't necessarily want to prioritize that tech. Railgun armor. Okay, sounds promising. That's basically a better tank. What else? What about this? Advanced destroyer. Okay, what's this? Nearby academies are converted to high energy research centers. Okay. Or are academies constructed after it is built? Gain a free grade scientist. Requires a laboratory in every city. That's not bad. But we need more techs to actually get that. We should just research nuclear fission. I need to be able to build nukes. I want to be able to build nukes. And let's pop the scientists. This should be enough. Where's the other guy? We should have 2 scientists. Yep, they are both here. Alright, let's do it. That's 1.
Our scientific power.
How much are they worth anyway? 17,000. Yep, that's almost enough. Not quite, but we should be getting stealth in like a few turns. Yep, in 3 turns. Good, good. And with stealth bombers, Ethiopia won't stand a chance, even if they decide to declare war on me. Especially with the massive range stealth bombers have. And especially when we have logistics stealth bombers. They won't stand a chance. Alright, and we can actually do some damage to Moscow. And we got a promotion, plus 1 range. Well, as much as I'd like to prioritize logistics, plus 1 range here is actually useful. So we'll get plus 1 range. Yes, Ethiopia is plotting against me. Tell me something new. Okay, we can't peace out just yet. Alright, that's fine. Time to airlift, and we can upgrade the tank to modern armor. Do we really need to airlift just yet? Better safe than sorry, I suppose. We should airlift some of these units. Just take care of that machine gun first. He's not dead yet. Now he is. Alright, let's airlift. Off you go. Right here. And airlift the tank. We can upgrade it to modern armor. Intercept, intercept. Okay, and remove a few more railroads. We can repair the trading post. And what about Arabia? I wasn't going to bother with Baghdad, but he doesn't want to peace out, so it's his own damn fault. He can only blame himself for it. But I don't need vision like this. Well, no, not the tank, rocket artillery. This is close enough. It will take a few turns, but that's fine. The only problem is that I don't have any anti-air units. Might be worth sending at least 1 jet fighter there. Yep, we can rebase 1 jet fighter to Medina and then set it to intercept. Not that I'm worried about triplanes, but there's no need to let them attack us when we don't have to, and we can send 1 more rocket artillery from the west. That works. The faster we take Baghdad, the better. I don't want to bother with Arabia anymore. They are just a nuisance at this point. And we can rebase the bombers. They aren't needed here anymore. Yep, let's just rebase them towards Ethiopia. Looks good. And these guys, I can still use them, but it's not really necessary. We can kill that tank. Like so. Hopefully Austria will start talking soon. I just need them to start negotiating, and then we'll be done. And I could actually declare war on Ethiopia if I really want to, you know, preemptively. Oh yeah, there's a tank over there, we should get rid of that. I almost missed him. He was hiding behind the city. Sneaky bastard. I don't think so, buddy. Alright, and capture that settler, because why not? And we can airlift a few units on the next turn. Yep, sounds good. Keep that infantry on the citadel. And we still need Moscow. That will take a few turns, but we'll take it easily. As for the bomber, just rebase the bomber here. I'm slightly paranoid about Ethiopia declaring war. Fortify. This is a lot of useless railroads. Okay, fortify until healed. And start repairing some of these improvements. And finally done with this turn. So, Ethiopia. Are you going to declare war, or are you chicken? Nope. He does have a bunch of units around here. He's definitely thinking about it. Does he still have the strongest army? Yeah, technically. But we got rocket artillery. We're about to get stealth bombers. And we got logistics on a bomber again. We got so many bombers with logistics now. Austria still won't negotiate. Okay. I mean, we could always go for Salzburg. It has 32 population. But for now, I'm going to make a cut and continue in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.